What's up, guys, and welcome to the Tim Sports Talk, and today we're going to hop in to this Super Bowl 55 recap. And it was not what the hype said it was going to be. This was supposed to be the best Super Bowl of all time. You have Pat Mahomes versus Tom Brady, the two phenoms, the GOAT, the future GOAT. We have it all, and it's going to be a great Super Bowl. No, not quite. 31-9, Bucaneers absolutely gave it to the Kansas City Chiefs. And we're going to start with the losers. Pat Mahomes, if you look at his stats, he flopped big time. Completely screwed the pooch. Terrible game for Pat Mahomes. 270 yards, 26 for 49, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, took 3 sacks, 49.9 QBR, 52.3 rating. Garbage. Then you turn on the actual game and you realize, oh my God, how good is this guy? The dude was running for his life. The 2 starting tackles for the Chiefs were out of the game. I believe they also were missing a left guard or something. I don't know. The offensive line may as well have not been there. Shaquille Barrett, Ndamukong Suh, JPP had multiple times where they immediately beat their block, and freaking Pat Mahomes is just freaking bobbing and weaving and avoiding everybody, throwing off balance, throwing this way, spinning and throwing it. Oh my goodness, this guy is the most incredible football player you could ever imagine. Like, I've never seen a better game out of a guy that scored 9 points. Like, good grief, he was doing everything for this Kansas City offense. Unbelievable. And this dude was throwing dimes on these throws. And good grief, his receivers couldn't catch a dang ball. I mean, come on. Tyreek Hill had one that hit him in the face mask. Travis Kelce had one of these off-balance throws that hit him in the hands, dropped on a 3rd down. Both of those on 3rd down. Another one, he literally threw the ball parallel to the ground. Parallel to the ground. And this thing went 30-plus yards and hit a dude in the face mask. I don't even remember who was there. I don't know if it was Robinson or William. I don't even know. Who cares? The thing hit the dude in the face mask. This guy threw farther than I could throw if I'm standing straight up. Unbelievable performance by Pat Mahomes, even though he only scored 9 points. The interception was Tyreek Hill loafing. Like, he should have attacked the ball. He didn't attack it. Carlton Davis got over top of him, banged it up in the air, tipped pass, and intercepted. Again, another one where Pat Mahomes was just running for his life. Good grief. The second interception was at the end of the game when the game was already over. Devin White made a nice play, tipped it up to himself, got the interception. But the Chiefs just weren't ready today, man. They weren't. They didn't have the offensive line. The receivers didn't come to play, and the tight ends didn't come to play. If you look at Travis Kelce, 10 catches, 133 yards. Yeah, about 80 of that came in 4th quarter when this game was complete blowout. Like, do not let the stats fool you. He was not there in the first half, just like the entire offense was not there. And just like anybody, of course, you're going to find a couple of inaccurate passes by Pat Mahomes. He wasn't perfect. Okay, he wasn't just 100% money every single time. But if you watch this game and you don't come away with this dude is a freak of nature, you just don't understand football. Okay, there's just no way. No way, no how. All right, so of course, the Chiefs' defense didn't come to play at all. They allowed 31 points. The run game for them for Tampa Bay was amazing. It just wasn't Kansas City's day. It really wasn't. But now we'll go ahead and hop in to Tampa Bay, the winners of Super Bowl 55 here in 2021. And they did everything you were supposed to do to win the Super Bowl. Leonard Fournette, 16 carries, 89 yards, a touchdown. Ronald Jones right behind him, 12 carries, 61 yards. Both of them averaged over 5 yards a carry in the run game. Tom Brady, the GOAT, 21 for 29, 201 yards, 3 touchdowns. Rob Gronkowski, 6 catches, 67 yards, 2 touchdowns. Devin White had an interception. I don't even remember who got the first interception. Who was it? Was it Bunting? No, it was Antoine Winfield, the rookie, got an interception. Antoine Winfield had a moment where he got a penalty at the end of the game where he gave Tyreek Hill his famous peace sign. Tyreek Hill's known for giving the peace sign as he runs into the end zone. Antoine Winfield went right into his face after he dropped a pass and was like, hi, how you doing? And got a 15-yard penalty. Unbelievable, dude. This team, as I said, Shaquille Barrett and Ndamukong, Jason Pierre-Paul, Vita Vea, the whole freaking front line was in the backfield all day. I mean, good grief. There was no blocking for Pat Mahomes, and it was partly because they didn't have their offensive line, but it's also a huge part, and these dudes are just absolute beasts. Good grief. The team that they were able to put together with Ndamukong, JPP, Shaquille Barrett, Vita Vea, Levante David, Devin White, Antoine Winfield Jr., good grief, what is his name? Jamal Dean. It was just ridiculous, this defense. And then you go to the offensive side, and they're just as stacked. I mean, this is 2017 fantasy football team if you had defensive players as well. This could be your literal fantasy football team circa 2017. Good grief. Leonard Fournette, Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, Tom Brady, the whole 9 yards. And it wasn't even the freaking receivers. He has an amazing receiving core. They combined for, 8 catches, 62 yards? That's it. That's all. I mean, you did get a touchdown from Antonio Brown. But these great receivers hardly did anything. They didn't have to do anything. The tight ends and the running backs did it all. And they just played a perfect game. Through and through. They did everything right. They completely deserved to win. They had the best team all year. They only ended up 11-5. They had a couple of shaky moments early in the season when they're trying to figure each other out. But in reality, this team was stacked to the gills. I picked it wrong. I picked the Kansas City Chiefs. I did pick it prior to realizing both the tackles were going to be out for Kansas City, while meanwhile, Tampa Bay Bucks were completely coming in healthy. But at the same time, I was just wrong, okay? I was wrong, and I don't even care. I was wrong. I picked the Chiefs. I picked Mahomes. I said the weakness to Tampa Bay was the pass defense. The strength of Kansas City is the pass offense. But they just completely double-teamed Travis Kelce inside with both the linebackers. Devin White and Levante David completely shut out Travis Kelce in the first half. And then they double-teamed Tyreek Hill the whole game. And nobody else showed up for him. Nobody else did. And even those two didn't show up when they needed it the most. Tyreek Hill dropped a touchdown, and Travis Kelce dropped a third down pass. I mean, it's just bad. But it's all credit to Tampa Bay. And, of course, you're going to have the trolls on Twitter, the refs. The refs screwed the freaking Chiefs. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, they're right as far as the calls that they were getting in the first half. Tom Brady threw an interception, and it got called back by a phantom defensive holding call. There was no defensive holding call. What's his name? Clark? No, Jones. It was Jones. Excuse me, Chris Jones. Gets shoved by Jensen. He shoves back after the end of the play. 15-yard penalty. Come on. It's football. They're pushing each other out there. You're going to throw a 15-yard penalty for that? It was just... At halftime, they had 8 penalties, 95 yards against Tampa Bay. 1 penalty, 5 yards. For freaking, against the Chiefs. It was 1 penalty, 5 yards for Tampa Bay. That's just not reality. If you go watch the film and you try to look at how they called an even game, not even close. But a 31-9 game, it had much more to do with the lack of protection for Pat Mahomes and Chiefs, and a lot more to do with how freaking good Tampa Bay is. It's just a fact. Now we'll end this video with talking about, I've already mentioned it, and Tom Brady is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. There's really nothing more that can be said, okay? And we'll go ahead and address all these things right now. Tom Brady's lucky. Of course he is. You don't get to win 7 Super Bowls, get to 10 without some luck. You don't. You just don't. You don't. The tuck rule, all the field goals that freaking Adam Vinatieri made over the years, the amazing Julian Edelman catch, the penalties that he got this year, blah, blah, blah. Go down the list. I don't care. Missed field goal by the Ravens when they went to one of their Super Bowls. I don't know. List them all. I don't care. Yes, he's been lucky over the years. But in order to get lucky, you have to be good. And that's what Tom Brady is. He has done everything you're supposed to do to get to the spot he's in today. And he's earned it. 7 touchdowns. 7 touchdowns. 7 Super Bowl championships out of 10. He's earned them, okay? And also, Tampa Bay does not win the Super Bowl without him. Not necessarily because he's the best quarterback that's ever played, okay, as far as talented and everything like that, but he brought in Gronk. He brought Antonio Brown. He brought in Leonard Fournette. And who did the most work on this offense in the Super Bowl? Leonard Fournette, 89 yards rushing. Rob Gronkowski leads all receiving with 2 touchdowns. Antonio Brown had the other touchdown. Who did the freaking work? It's the guys that he brought in this offseason that wanted to play with him. And it's just, that's what he does. And it's, like, you go through it. Is he the most talented quarterback to ever play? Absolutely not. Look at Pat Mahomes in this Super Bowl and tell me Tom Brady's more talented. Not a chance. But it doesn't. He's got talent. You don't throw 50 touchdowns in a season if you're not talented. You don't throw 5,000 yards in a season if you're not talented. You don't get to 7 Super Bowls if you're not or 10 Super Bowls if you're not talented. You don't win 9 AFC championships if you're not talented. Like, he's got plenty of talent through him. Not the most, but plenty. Okay, he's got tons of freaking stats. I think he's got the best stats. As far as just pure numbers. He's got the most touchdowns, most yards, probably. I don't know. What does he all have? He's got them all. If he doesn't have them yet, he'll probably surpass Drew Brees next year, okay? The dude's got the stats through the roof. He's got the individual accolades. He's got MVPs. He's got freaking Super Bowl MVPs. He's got, what else do you want? Offensive Player of the Years? Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Who knows? He's got basically everything that you could possibly get in the NFL. He's got it. He's got the Super Bowls as well as every team achievement you could do. He's had an undefeated season, not in the playoffs, but he's had an undefeated regular season. Has 7 Super Bowls. He's got 9 AFC championships. He's got now an NFC championship. What else do you like? He's got all the accolades. He's got everything. Everything. Has he helped to get there? Yes, but that's another thing. Is one of the most unspoken things about him is how he's constantly took less money to make sure he had a Super Bowl caliber team around him the entire time. And it's funny because when he didn't, where he took actually a somewhat big payday, $18 million a year, and at the time in that 2010 to 2014, that was a pretty big cap hit. Notice he didn't win any Super Bowls. He didn't win any Super Bowls in that time. He went to one, but he didn't win any because he didn't have the team around him. Then he went right back. I think he made like $11 million in 2015 or something stupid, crazy like that. $11 million for one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Now the best quarterback of all time. $11 million in 2015. Kirk Cousins at that time was asking for fucking 20. Flipping $20 or $20 million. He amplifies everything that you're looking for in a football player. He is now the greatest football player of all time. Nobody's worked harder. Nobody has more stats. Nobody has individual accolades. Nobody has team accolades. Nobody has anything. He has more Super Bowls than any team in NFL history. Team, not player. Team. Team. He's better than every team. And it's my favorite quarterback of all time is Peyton Manning. I love him, okay? Tom Brady's not as smart as Peyton Manning as far as football IQ. But that's about it. He's got everything else on Peyton. Peyton, I guess, has a better individual season. 55 touchdowns on 5,400 yards. So individual season you could give to Peyton Manning. You can give football IQ to Peyton Manning. You can give the fact that he's the freaking offensive coordinator for the Colts at the time, and Broncos. He was the entire offense. Bill Belichick talks about where you're planning for Peyton Manning the quarterback, Peyton Manning the offensive coordinator, and Peyton Manning the play caller. Okay? I love Peyton. There's no more argument that Tom Brady is not the GOAT for any other quarterback. List whoever, whatever you want to do. List whoever. I don't care. Joe Montana, John Elway, Dan Marino, whoever. I don't care. Tom Brady is now the GOAT. And you could arguably say that was already happening. But 7 Super Bowls, both conferences, both conference championships, MVPs, Super Bowl MVPs, the whole 9, it's over. The discussion is over. And I've been called a Tom Brady hater for a long time because of my Peyton Manning. Really, I'm not a Tom Brady hater. I was more of just a Peyton Manning super fan, if you want to say that. But what he's been able to accomplish will never be done again. We will never see this again. Never. Pat Mahomes is going to hurt when he starts getting that $60 million cap hit for his team. That's going to hurt the Chiefs. He's not going to have the team around him. You just saw it. He didn't have the team around him today, and he lost badly, 31-9. He's phenomenal. He'll get more Super Bowls, but he'll never get 7. He'll never get, as many Super Bowl MVPs or Super Bowl this or Super Bowl. He won't. He will never be able to accomplish what Tom Brady is, and not only him, nobody will ever do this again. And that is Super Bowl 55. Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You freaking put together a phenomenal team this season. You put it all together. You duct taped it in some ways during the regular season, and you got it done. And you were not only the first team to play in your home stadium in a Super Bowl, you are now the first team to win a Super Bowl in your home stadium. And you definitely deserved it. You definitely earned it. Nobody will take that away from you. Congratulations again. And if there's anything you guys want to say in the comments, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Get in the Discord. Discord links in the description. Also, there are donation links if you feel so kind to donate to the channel. Help me grow. Appreciate it very much. But yes, put your guys' comments down there. Let me know what you guys think of Super Bowl 55, your ups, downs, whatever. Tell me about it in the comments. Thank you, and until next time. See ya!